Hey guys, me again. So, in light of the 68 subscribers that have now subscribed to the channel, I thought I'd best start doing videos again. But those gym review videos, or those gym equipment videos and gym review videos take ages. So, I've been a bit lazy and I thought I'm going to take you on one of my runs. I'm going to try out these Vibrams FiveFinger. I think they're called men's trail 2.0s. I think I've never run in FiveFinger shoes, so this should be a good test for it. We're going up on the fells. As you can see, it's windy, or you can hear it's windy. It's fairly overcast, so the video quality might not be the best, but let's see how it goes. I probably should plug the website, so findgyms.co.uk. If you want to find gyms that are near to you, or you want to find gym equipment, there's new gym equipment on there, and then there's like a marketplace for gym equipment, so you just need to sign up to the site, and then you can message sellers, or you can sell equipment yourself. So this is normally hellishly slippy in my normal trainers. That had a heck of a lot more grip coming down there. That was very, very nice. Look at that. Try and do a slow motion cinematic thing with my head. I don't think we're going to get much footage at the top of the fells today, because look, I mean, it's lovely to be in, but not great filming conditions. Now, before I forget, because I will, my understanding of the Vibrams are that you can get, because it can get a little bit overwhelming, right? There's so many different five-finger shoes on the site. You can get different hardness soles, so you can get like maximum ground feel, medium ground feel, and then like bordering on normal shoe. These are medium, I think. And if you're looking, like, let's look at them now. So when you're looking at them, I think obviously they're all the same five-finger design, and like I said, it can get confusing. Some of this stuff can have Velcro on it, it can be more waterproof than others, and you really just have to look in the description for that. But yeah, the soles are the interesting one. There's so three types of soles. Maximum ground feel, so really thin. Medium ground feel, and then hard ground feel. And these are medium, and they feel perfect for trail running. Now, when it comes to looking for your size, there is a sizing chart on the Vibram website. I would personally use that as a guide. I did that, and I ended up buying 4 different sizes. I think the size chart recommended, I don't know, it was like 39 or 40. So I got that size. They were too small. Got the EU. Oh, that's the other thing. I went up in EU sizes. So they sort of grade them, or can grade them by UK size, US size or EU size. I think it's easier, or was easier for me with the EU sizes, because they go up incrementally. So it was 39, 40, 41, 42s. I obviously sent the first 3 back and got the 42s, EU 42s, and they're the perfect fit. So the initial pair that you buy might be a bit of a pain in the bum. Once you do find the right size, I believe they're all fairly standardized, so if you want another pair of Vibrams for something else, you just go with the same size. Okay, so we're at the top. This is going to be interesting because we're heading that way, and I have been known to get lost on this route in good weather. Should we do it? Yeah, come on. Jeez Louise, guys, it's like I'm in a horror film. Now, I think I've mentioned I have been known to get lost on this route. And this is a good example of how, even if you've done a route tens, maybe hundreds of times even, if the weather is different, everything looks different. Your markers, you might not be able to point them out so easily. The paths look a little bit different. So I think we need that fence line. So I'm heading over there. Yeah, nice one. So this is the fence that we need. We just need to run along there, and then I think we can hop over to the right. Fingers crossed, because I don't fancy getting lost in this. So here's an example of how on like a trail run you can go from rock to grass to bogginess, and this is what I love about trail running. The test for these shoes is, can we see that? Whether they're up to it, and so far I think they are. I was going to point out one other thing, and you've got to, they're like hidden, they could be rabbit holes, I don't know, foxholes, they can be a lot bigger than that, but the grass and the moss can cover it up so that when you're running you don't see it, and then boom, you go knee deep into the mud. And it's probably going to happen while I'm running, so if it does, I'll try and film it. My shoes, they got wet, and I adjusted them, I made them tighter, and it started to dig into that lateral malleolus a little bit. So and also I feel like a thorn. You know, you want your shoes to feel comfy, and you don't want to get prodded by a thorn every time you take a step through. There's something here. I'm going to take the shoes off, see if I can get it out, and then put them back on and crack on. They were doing really good up until the watery bit, the watery muddy bit. This is absolute snap city for your ankles. And if I'm being brutally honest, Vibrams, I think I'd go with the heavier soled pair for this. This is absolutely battering the bottom of my feet. But I think if I was lighter on my feet, it wouldn't be battering them so much. But my legs are absolutely fatigued from that uphill climb, so I think next time I do this I will use a harder soled pair of Vibrams. Sorry Vibrams, I think these are great shoes, but maybe not the most suited to doing work like that where it's lots and lots of rock and pebbles, because I normally absolutely belt it down there with normal running shoes, and I had to take that really quite steady because that was quite painful on the bottom of the feet. I'm hoping that they're going to shine now that we're going to go downhill, because I always slip going down this or should I say these hills, and I'm hoping these have got a little bit more control. And also, I think these are probably better for road surfaces. We'll see, there's a bit of road towards the end here. I might not have enough battery to film that, but I will certainly try. Yo, so yeah, normally palm it all the way down that bit that I've just come down. I didn't film it all because, like, it's probably pretty boring watching me running downhill. It's probably pretty boring watching me running anyway. But these shoes, I would say for me, are not suitable for pebbly stuff that you can see. It's just a little bit too painful. Now, whether like your feet just get hard to that the more you do, and it's less like impactful, comfortable, I don't know. Certainly the next run I do like this, I want to be doing it in a harder sole. I think these are going to be good for road running, and we're going to come up to a road bit soon. Hopefully the battery doesn't run out, and then we can see what it's like. Also, I read some comments online that said these water bottles can get quite annoying. So as you drink them, they obviously get flaccid holes. And watch, like, I can only assume this is what they mean. It flops up and down as you're running. But, like, guys, I mean, people will moan about anything, won't they? You just have to do that. Tuck it in, and it doesn't flop about. Hiya.
How are you?
So yeah, we're now on like tarmac going downhill, and what I've noticed is my stride length just, I guess in the last half an hour, my stride length is like noticeably reduced compared to normal. And it feels like more effort to lift my knees up. Just everything feels like more effort. My legs feel like they've got an insane amount of fatigue in them. We're about to go down a hill that's pretty slippery at the best of times. So let's see how the Vibrams do going down there. Okay, that just felt amazing in terms of control. I can't really describe it any other way than that. These are very good for going downhill on tarmac, on slippy surfaces. Now we've got to sprint up this. Woo! Well, it sure as heck felt like a sprint. That might not have looked like a sprint. Right, I'm going to summarise this now because at the end it gets pretty windy and you might not be able to hear. And this video's probably like gone on for half an hour, which, I mean, I don't know anyone that would want to watch a half-hour video of somebody running. I certainly wouldn't. Cool, so Vibrams, really, really good on tarmac, on roads, really good going up the fells. Not so good in water, but they're not advertised as waterproof ones, so it's a bit of a given. Not good on pebbles, certainly going downhill as well, when you're meant to, like, or when you can start to pick up the pace a little bit. Boy, it hurts the bottom of your feet, but maybe I'm just a bit of a wuss. The other thing, I guess this can happen with any shoe, but because it's barefoot, I do seem to be, can we get that in there? So I do seem to be getting like little pebbles and sticks and things just going down that hole there, and then they get jarred and you sort of feel things jabbing and stabbing and things, and it's not the end of the world, but when you're on a long run, like, you don't want something just subtly jabbing you with every stride. Overall, these, for me, I'd say they're really good running shoes for road, and I'm going to keep them for road, and I'm going to buy a pair of five-finger Vibrams that have got harder soles to them and see how they fare going up and down the fells. The vest, yeah, this is pretty good. Kind of reminds me of wearing like webbing, because I normally run without anything on my chest. Well, obviously t-shirt, but nothing like compressing the chest. I'd say, like, when you're going uphill, you can definitely feel that there's more resistance to breathe against. It's not a crazy amount. I think the trade-off, like wearing this and being able to put all your things in it, the benefit of that is greater than the pain in the arse it is to breathe a little bit harder, so you've got to expand your lungs a little bit harder, if that makes sense. Right, so would I, hang about, what are the 4 things? Consider, buy, ditch, and there's a 4th one. I'll put it up on the screen. I would buy the Vibrams, but like I said, more for road running. And I would buy this vest. It's I've not plugged it actually, Harrier. So they're not on Amazon, it's like an independent company. Go on the website. They're a lot cheaper than some of the like branded ones, and I'd say they're just as good quality. So support your local businesses, or support your small businesses. Until next time, head to findgyms.co.uk if you want to find gyms or gym equipment, or the marketplace where you can buy and sell gym equipment, or you can also purchase plans if you are a gym owner to advertise your gym on there. Cool. I guess see you in the next one, or not.